I don't know if you've heard, but the rise of AI tools has completely changed the game for us digital product sellers. Before these tools came on the scene, we'd have to spend hours upon hours tediously creating every single design from scratch. But now we can create the same types of products in a matter of minutes, saving tons of time and effort. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of finding the most efficient and effective way of doing things, which is why I've been constantly exploring and experimenting with these AI tools to see if they really live up to all the hype. And let me tell you, some of them are absolutely revolutionary. So if you want to learn how to sell digital products online using AI, then you're in the right place because we're about to go over the whole process from start to finish so that you can start earning money online today. All right, so diving right in, step number one is to decide what type of digital product you want to sell. Now, just in case you're new to this whole world of digital products, a digital product is anything that is not tangible or physical, but it's delivered electronically as a digital file. There are tons of different types of digital products you could sell. For example, you could sell a pack of social media templates, a presentation slide deck template, designs that people could use to put on merchandise or print on demand products, or printables like stickers. The sky really is the limit when it comes to all the different digital product categories. And if you're not sure what would be the best fit for you, then I have a free guide that's going to really help you out. It's linked in the description box below. It's my master list of digital product ideas. I've compiled everything I can think of in terms of what you can sell online as a digital product. So if you're unsure on this, I definitely recommend that you click that link below to grab your free guide, and hopefully that'll spark some inspiration for what type of product you could sell. Now for today's demo, we are going to be creating specifically some instant download art prints. The product category of printable art is highly in demand as people like to go on and just instantly download the art they want to go ahead and print out and get up on their wall or get into a frame. So that's what we're going to be focusing on for our step-by-step process today. All right, so once you know the type of digital product you want to sell, then it's time to move on to step number two, which is to decide on the AI tool that you'll use to create your digital products. Remember, you could create these from scratch, but this video today is all about using AI to cut down on the time you're actually spending creating products and to give you an efficient way to get started faster. So as I mentioned before, AI tools have been on the rise for the last couple of years and continue to grow and really skyrocket in terms of people having access to them and knowing how to use these tools. So again, there are so many different types of digital products, but let's boil it down really simple and talk about the three main categories that you could sell here. Number one being text-based digital products. This is any kind of digital product that's heavily using wording and text, something like a how-to guide or an ebook. For text-based digital products, I recommend the AI tool ChatGPT. You can go on ChatGPT and ask it to help you generate copy or text for your ebook or how-to guide. It can help you pretty much do everything from the initial brainstorming of the idea to the actual written copy for the book. Now, the second broad category here is video-based digital products. Here we're talking about offering something like a video masterclass or a video-based course. And one of the main parts of putting together a video-based product is actually editing your videos, which again can be super tedious and take up tons of time. So thankfully, we've got a few AI tools now that can help you with video editing. My favorite one being Descript. What Descript does is actually takes your video when you upload the raw footage to the platform, it transcribes it automatically, and then lets you make automatic cuts using their AI tool so that you're not having to go through and manually cut out every single breath or pause or mistake that you make in the video. Super easy, super helpful, and really time-saving. And our third digital product category here is art-based digital products. For anything that you're needing to generate art or images or graphics, I definitely recommend Kittl AI. I love Kittl because it's easy, intuitive, and it's a web-based tool, so you don't have to download anything. You can just hop on their website and design straight from there. Now you can start using Kittl completely for free. I've got it linked in the description box below, but when you're ready to start your project, you're just gonna come click where it says new project. And this is gonna let you decide what size you wanna start your project in. So it's important for you to know ahead of time what size your digital product will need to be. Kittl makes it easy by giving you a lot of different preset sizes here that you can choose from, but you can also just input a custom size as well. You can also choose what resolution you want it in, which is really important, specifically if you're creating something that's meant to be printed out like an art print. You're gonna wanna have at least 300 resolution here for anything printable. So you can see how I have Instagram post selected, and that gives me an automatic resolution of 72 pixels per unit. But if I change over to poster, it changes over to 300 because a poster is meant to be printed out. So if this doesn't say 300, you can always change that to make sure you have the right resolution, and you can choose your orientation as well. So here I've got my artboard in the right size, and I can start creating from here. So specifically when we're talking about AI, we're gonna come over to this left-hand panel, and we can click over on the bottom icon that has the little star image. It says Kittl AI. Shopify. They've got lots of really helpful AI tools, but today we're going to be looking at their new Sets Generator feature. This Sets Generator tool is going to allow you to generate graphics packs with consistent styling. So it's going to give you images that are all in the same style. You can tell it exactly what you want and what style you want it in by uploading or saving a style and then giving it certain prompts for things that you want it to generate. So up here at the top, you'll see where it says Save Styles, and you can see any ones that you've saved in the past of styles that you like that you want it to use as a reference to generate your new graphics. But when you're first starting, you're going to have to go ahead and find some styles that you like to save. You can either do this by coming over to the Uploads tab and uploading an image you already have, or you can find one right here within Kittl that you like by coming over to Elements and searching for something that you're thinking of. So for instance, if I want something in the kawaii style, I could type in kawaii and then see what comes up. And it's got all of these cute little kawaii style graphics and elements that are coming up. Now maybe I want something more specific like a kawaii cat. I could type that in, and here I've got some cute little cats in that style. So once I find a style I like, I can click to add it to my artboard. And once it's on my artboard, I'm just gonna right click and then choose Save as Image Gen Style. And that's gonna save it right over to my Save Styles under my AI tool here. Now I can see when I hover over it, it says Kawaii Art. It'll automatically tell you what style this is. So these previous ones that I've saved, I've got one under a watercolor style and one under a line art style. So let's go ahead and remove this from our artboard and start using this to create some graphics packs in these different styles. So let's say I want to create a set of art prints for a nursery. Maybe I want to do wild animals. So I'm going to add my prompts here. I can add up to 6 different prompts that will all be generated together in the same style. So I might say an elephant, a giraffe, a lion, a zebra, a monkey, and a bird. Then I'm going to select which style I want these in. So let's try this kawaii style first, and then I want to click Generate Set. All right, so here is the set of these cute little kawaii style animals that it generated, which I think it did a pretty good job carrying over this cute style. We've got our bird here. You can see the cute little lion, the elephant. So I think it did a pretty good job with these, but I'm interested to see what it would do with the same prompts in the watercolor style. So I'm going to click back to prompts and select my watercolor style here and keep the same prompts and click Generate again. And here it's generated the same animals in that new watercolor style, and I think it actually did amazing. These are beautiful images. I love how it did the watercolor splotch behind this zebra. You can see the little splatters of paint there. And it did the same thing with each of these, but in a different way, which makes them really complementary to each other. I could definitely use these to sell as a pack of art prints for a nursery. All right, I want to try this one more time. I'm going to click back to my prompts and click over to my line art style. Line art has been really popular for a while now, so I'm going to click Generate again and see how it does these animals with the line art style. And here is generated our images in the line art, which look really cute. We've got our monkey there. We can see our zebra. We can see our little birdie here. So this tool is just so useful because before you might have to try to generate each of these individually. And even if you use the same prompt and the same wording as far as describing the style, they could have come out slightly different. But now that we're using the Sets Generator, it's giving us a pack that go together and we can be confident that they will complement each other as a set. Now, one note I want to make here, because we are talking about using AI tools to create products to sell online, you want to make sure you carefully read the licensing terms for whatever tool you're using, whether it be Kittl or a different tool, and whatever platform you're selling on. So if you're selling on Etsy or Amazon or Creative Market, you want to make sure that you're clear on what their terms are for sellers using AI to create their products. Thankfully, Kittl has pretty generous terms when it comes to this, so I'll link their licensing article below if you're interested in looking at that. But you just want to make sure before you list anything to sell that you've got a clear understanding and know that you indeed do have the rights to use the graphics or designs that you're generating with AI from both the creation platform itself and that you're allowed to sell those on the platform you're thinking of. All right, so let's say we want to add some text to our art prints. We can do all kinds of fun things here on Kittl by coming to the text tab. They've got all kinds of text presets, but we can also just do our own custom text. So I might just say something like, be brave. Of course, I want to put something that goes along with the theme of my art print set. I'm just going to continue to edit this, changing things like the font, the color. I can add really fun text decorations and effects and shadowing. And obviously, if I was really listing this, I would continue editing this a little bit. But for this demo, I want to go ahead and show you how you would download this. So of course, we're going to be creating these all in different projects. But once you have all your projects with your art prints that go together, you're going to download them. So you're going to going to come up to the right-hand side and click download. And this is where you can choose the file type that you want to download this as. So you have choices between PNG, JPEG, SVG, and PDF. So it really depends on what kind of digital product you're selling. For something like art prints, you would most likely choose PNG or JPEG. And then again, you have another chance to change the size or the resolution and a few other options here. But once you've got all of this set, you're going to click download. And now you've got your final files ready to go. And it's time to move on to step number 4, which is to create your instructional file. Most times when you're selling digital products, not only are you going to have the final files themselves as deliverables or things that you're going to deliver to your buyer, but you might want to include an extra instructional file. This is usually for the purpose of giving any extra instructions as far as how to download, how to edit, how to print, whatever your customer might need to know. And you can also include things like a template link if you're selling templates, or marketing information for things like adding your social handles or giving a discount code for a future purchase. You can include any or all of this, really any extra information you want your buyer to know in this additional file that's going to be included when they're delivered their files after purchase. So you can create this however you want. You can create this in Kittl, but once you're done and you've got everything included that you want, you're going to go ahead and download that file as well, most likely as a PDF. And then it's time to move on to the next step, which is to list your products in your online shop. Now, there's really two main options when it comes to setting up shop online. Number one is you can have your shop set up on a marketplace platform. This is a website that hosts different shops that are all part of the same marketplace, something like Etsy or Amazon. The second option, if you don't want to be part of a marketplace platform, is to host it on your own website using a host like Shopify. I've got a free trial linked in the description box below if you want to try out Shopify for free for 3 days and then get your first month for just $1. I think that's a great deal to be able to see if you feel like Shopify is the right fit for your business. But either way, you can set up shop on a marketplace or on your own website and see traction if you do it the right way from the beginning. One of the benefits of being part of a marketplace like Etsy is that Etsy naturally has a built-in audience that you can benefit from. People that may not know about you, but they're coming on to shop on Etsy specifically because they're a loyal Etsy shopper. So you've got millions of Etsy shoppers right there at your fingertips automatically when you open up an Etsy shop. Now, though you may not have that natural organic built-in traffic when you have your own website, the benefit to having your own website is that you own it completely. It's much more customizable. You can pretty much do whatever you want with it. You're just going to have to be a little more proactive in the beginning, especially about driving traffic to help people know it exists. So here's what it'll look like when you start to add an Etsy listing. If you are working on a different platform, it'll look slightly different, but it's probably pretty similar. So on Etsy, you have to first choose if it's a physical item or a digital file. Of course, here we're talking about digital products. And then we're going to continue just answering these prompts like who made it, what is it, when was it made? And then on Etsy, it asks this specific question: how is this digital content created? You can choose created by me or with an AI generator. So if you had any help creating this with AI, you're going to want to disclose that here and then click continue. Now we've got all of these other fields that we're going to fill out like title, description, price, everything that's needed to create this listing, which we're not going to go through all of these in this video today, but I do want to show you this section. We've got the digital files section and we can click to add a file here. So the files that we downloaded earlier from Kittl are the files that we're going to now upload to our Etsy listing. These are the actual deliverable art files that are the art prints that the buyer is purchasing. Now, if we did create one of those additional instruction sheets, we're going to also upload that here as well. Now, there is a file size limit. So if you perhaps have really large files or if you've got too many, this lets you add up to 5. So if you have more than 5, you can also deliver these via a Google Drive or a Dropbox folder. That's a little bit of a workaround, but if not, you can always just upload them here and have them directly on your listing. And of course, as you create your listing, you're going to want to add photos, which you can use digital mock-up images for, and then you're going to want to just continue to fill out all of these fields and then publish your listing. And once you've got your listings published and your shop ready to go, it's time to move on to step number 6, which is to get the word out. You've got to remember, people won't even know your shop exists unless you get out there and tell them. So marketing and promotion is a non-negotiable here. As much as we may not enjoy that part of it, you've got to be proactive in telling people about what you have to offer. Now, there are lots of different ways you can go with digital marketing. I have 3 of my favorite forms of digital marketing. These are the top 3 strategies that worked for me in growing my own online business and continue to work for my students as well. And that's using content marketing, email marketing, and collaborations. So content marketing includes social media, but it doesn't have to be social media. There's other content platforms like Pinterest or even having a blog or a podcast, but it's just getting valuable content out there into the world to serve your ideal audience member, to bring them in to know about your brand and to eventually share what what you have to offer. Secondly, we've got email marketing, which may sound dated, but still to this day, email marketing has proven to convert at a much higher rate than social media when it comes to people clicking through and actually purchasing. So to me, content marketing and email marketing work hand in hand and serve sort of different purposes. I view content marketing as more of the beginning introduction handshake to get to know someone when they've never heard of your business before, and then getting them onto your email list where you can send them more content, weekly emails, nurture them, and build that know, like, and trust factor. And through emails is where you're going to get more clicks and more sales. And then in addition to those two pillars of marketing, we've got collaborations with others. This could be collaborations with content creators online. These could be collaborations with other business owners. Really, it's anybody that has a little bit of their own audience built up so you can partner together and do something to share each other's audience. So you're pointing the people who follow you over to this person, and they're pointing their followers to follow you. This helps you not have to start from scratch, but be able to tap into an already built audience, giving you quicker growth and brand awareness. So don't be afraid to do some research to figure out who you could partner with, who you could collaborate with. The best people are going to be people that are complementary to your business and have a similar target audience, so you know their audience members are most likely going to be interested in what you have to offer. There are lots of different types of collaborations. You could do everything from a fun joint giveaway where you both contribute something to do a giveaway, to a social media feature swap where you agree to feature each other and link each other's shops. Or even if you have a little bit of a budget, you could pay for a sponsored post from a content creator to feature you or shout you out on their account. Be creative with this. Don't be shy. Get the word out and do everything you can to drive traffic and gain some momentum in the beginning. So there you go, friend. Don't forget to click the links in the description box below to try out Kittl for free and to grab your master list of different digital product ideas. Talk soon.